Hello, Tri-Klops. Are you ready to help me this week?
Yes, Skeletor, I know exactly what to do.
Okay, good. I can't deal with any more messing about. Take your position.
Yes, Skeletor.
Okay. Greetings! I am Skeletor, and welcome back to SkeleTalk, the series where I answer your questions. Shh, it's the internet's best kept secret. Okay, the first question is from Cobra Commander, who writes...
Skeletor, I've put the question on the screen.
Yes, I can see that, Tri-Klops. Well done. Right. Cobra Commander asks if I have a monster truck. The answer is no, I do not. Thank you for that thrilling question.
Skeletor, I'm going to apply a brief transition effect now.
Okay, Tri-Klops, go ahead. Next, Mimi Rogers asks, what is your favourite movie?
Skeletor, the question is on the screen for you.
Yes, Tri-Klops, I can see that. I just read it, haven't I? Okay, Mimi, you've asked me this before, and my answer is still The Lost Boys. Thank you for the unnecessary repetition.
Skeletor, there will be another transition effect now.
Yes, Tri-Klops, well done for understanding the assignment. Okay, Soda Cauldron assures me that there will be no more REM references and says, I don't know why you're mean to me when I call you on the telephone. I'm just going to Google that phrase. I don't know why you're mean to me when I call you on the telephone. Search. Oh my God, that twat has done it again. Right, listen, Soda, stop it. You are going to give me a nervous breakdown. Your assurance was a blatant lie, and you are driving me potty. This cannot go on. I see you have also left a question, which I shall now read with some trepidation. In Eternia, is breakdancing a popular pastime? And if so, do electric boogaloo dudes carry the news? Well, I have no idea what you're talking about, so I'm going to have to Google this as well. Right. Do electric boogaloo dudes carry the news? Search. Oh, brilliant. David Bowie. Right, Soda. That is a Ziggy Stardust reference, which is arguably much worse than an REM reference. At this point, I am prepared to pay you if you will stop referencing horrible things and promise to only ask questions about cake or animals. Once again, you have ruined my day. Fuck, I hate this show.
Skeletor, are you ready for another transition?
Yes, Tri-Klops, of course I am. Get on with it. Delvian Seek asks, do you own just one outfit or lots of identical outfits? Good question. I have lots of identical outfits. I got this idea from Albert Einstein, who did not want to waste time thinking about what to wear each day. Thanks, Delvian. Sparky Boy asks, politics, religion, and football. Which of these topics would you chat about with the following ladies? I'm going to stop you there, Sparky. I will not discuss these topics with anyone under any circumstances, even the lovely ladies you mentioned in your question. I would rather be alone forever. Kat asks, if you were a teacher, what subject would you teach and why? I think English language, because standards have seriously declined over the past 25 years. Or perhaps science, because the scientific method is responsible for all progress in our attempts to understand our reality. Thanks, Kat. Steve Jones asks, is there any part of the USA you would like to see? Yes, I would like to travel the whole of the states, as there are many places I would love to visit. I'd like to spend a whole year exploring the country. I'd probably start in the south, somewhere like Arkansas.
Skeletor!
What, Spirit of Whiplash?
It's pronounced Arkansas.
Now stop being silly. Get out of my sight, you idiot.
Yes, Skeletor.
Okay, the next question. Tri-Klops, what is it?
We haven't used any graphics yet, Skeletor.
Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Don't worry, there are 2 graphics for the next question.
Okay, Skeletor.
Right. Daniel Herrin asks, Beretta 92 or Glock 17, and why? Tri-Klops, we've just spoken about this. Insert the Beretta photo. Right, now the Glock. Okay. Good question, Daniel. I like both, but I would probably go for the Beretta for its slightly more reliable action and lower chance of jamming, and the fact that it appeared in Lethal Weapon. Thanks for the question, Daniel. Paul Wilson asks, how far could Beastman throw Trapjaw? Well, between 17 and 24 feet, depending on which technique he employed. Beastman is very good at throwing things. He once threw a coffee cake the length of a football field. The cake did not survive. It was a waste of cake. Thanks, Paul. Ninny of the highest order, Gerard O'Connor, asks, do you believe they put a man on the moon? Right, you donkey. I know that's an REM reference, and I don't even have to look it up. Soda has already driven me potty with this, and I don't need you joining in. This harassment is completely unacceptable. If you think this is funny, you are mistaken. I can assure you that nobody is amused, and your motives remain a mystery. If you want me to stop banging your sister, this is not the right way to go about it, you absolute fanny. Thank you for the question, Gerard. Retro Toy Guy Sai asks, how many hamsters would it take to kill an elephant, and how do you see this scene unfolding? Well, I'm afraid no amount of hamsters can overpower an elephant, no matter how many are introduced to the fight. This is not to say the hamsters would not give a good account of themselves, but they have no defense against a stomping elephant. Thanks, Simon. Stephen Gray writes, at the end of a rainbow, there is said to be a pot of gold. Have you considered sending one of your minions to investigate further? No, Stephen. I have looked into this matter personally, and I am able to confirm that no such thing exists. I don't know who made up this bullshit or why. Roberto Bassetto asks, do you know if Orko and his kind are considered edible? Any hints on the proper way to cook them? No! Do not attempt to eat any of the Trollen species. Their flesh is incredibly toxic, and you will shit yourself inside out. It is also impossible to cook them. The more you try, the colder they get. It makes no sense. Thanks, Roberto. Andrew asks, if you could select an evil genius from another franchise, who would it be? I think Zelda from Terrahawks. Or Texas Pete from Super Ted. Thanks, Andrew. New contributor Stephen Alexander writes, you noted that Beastman is still the chauffeur for the deceased Richard Burton. I have heard that Burton had 7 previous drivers. What would that make Beastman? Well, Stephen, that would make him driver number 8, because that's how numbers traditionally work. However, Richard Burton only thought he'd had 7 previous drivers. In fact, they were all Beastman in various disguises. Thanks, Stephen, and welcome to the channel. Mike Ciccone asks, how can we help you get a Spirit of Whiplash toy made? It could be just the marketing coup you need. Well, Mike, I agree that this would be an excellent thing, but I don't know how to make your vision a reality. I'm afraid I don't know any toy makers. If any viewers can help, please do get in touch. Right, that brings us to the end of another episode. If you enjoyed the show, please keep it to yourself. Nobody cares. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And get out of my sight before I beat you.